Three,
Okay,
two,
Rory.
one.
We're actually going to talk about golf.
And we're going to talk a lot about golf, okay? Because it's become a Father's Day tradition to sit on the couch.
I think it is for a lot of men.
Yeah, because I think it's always been a Father's Day thing. My dad did it. I remember doing it with him.
That's your gift. Leave me alone and just let me watch the U.S. Open.
I love my family, and I feel guilty for it. Today, I was like, damn it. But then I was like, no.
It's my day.
And then yesterday, it was like fucking soccer. U.S. Open. Yeah, it was great.
And timing-wise, it was perfect because
you get to catch the back nine.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time the last game was over, they
were like at 10, and 11.
Exactly.
Okay, first of all, wait, congratulations, Bryson. I'm about to go off.
Well, I was just saying, funny side story on that for our two listeners was we're texting back and forth. And you said something positive about Bryson.
It's like, you know what? He's a good guy. I don't mind rooting for this guy.
And clearly you had not looked him up at all. And
I knew he was a little surly back in the day.
Well, I mean, he's really good with crowds. And
I knew he's
kind of Happy Gilmore-ish with that.
I knew he was a meathead because he did long driving contests.
Right.
Like, that was the extent of it for me. And then you ruined it, and I'm glad you did. Ruin it's the bad word.
I just said, he seems to support somebody that we don't support, and then that led you down.
Then I went down a rabbit hole, and fuck that guy.
And it was like 10 minutes later.
I went from, you know what, this guy's kind of cool. I wouldn't be upset to see him win. And 10 minutes later, I was like, oh my fucking God. I hate this man. The scientist? That's his nickname.
Well, I mean, so
from Modesto.
Yeah, because apparently he's one of the dudes bringing analytics into golf, over analyzing everything. I mean, you see him when he lines up for a putt. We not only walks the whole thing, but then kneels down.
He has the craziest, stiffest putting stance I've ever seen. I don't know how he doesn't shake. I think it's because he's practicing choking on his future wife. Allegedly in the future.
Jesus.
Sorry. I don't.
Well,
congratulations.
They mentioned something about it earlier where he does all these calculations of it's part of his walking thing.
That's why he plays slow.
Yeah.
Which was one of the things that somebody called him out about it back in the day, and they got in a spat, but he's a slow player. I think he got warned again this week.
Yeah.
But that's why, because he is, and I get it. When I went back and read through it, he was a he was a meathead, long drive contest, and then he went, you know what, maybe if I can just get my short game and the putter to work, I can make a whole lot of money, and he went to work on that, and now he's a 2-time U.S. Open winner.
Right, but nothing else, though.
No. I think he's a 5-time winner total.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because all of you people who were cheering for him won't get to see him play golf again until the British Open, and then after that, no.
Yeah, that's right, because he won't be in the PGA Championship, and he can't be in the Players Championship.
Championship already happened.
Yeah.
It's Augusta's an invite. I don't think he got the invite. U.S. Open, it's...
Open, yeah.
Yeah.
Same as British, yeah, I get
correct.
that, yeah. Well, so because he won, and I forget it because it was a laundry list. You win the U.S. Open, you have automatic invites to the Masters.
You're supposed to get your PGA card for however long it is.
Yeah.
That's why John Daly can still play golf every year if he wants to, because he won a couple of majors.
Right.
You basically get a lifetime. If you want to, you could go play that golf tournament forever.
But
because he...
I thought the PGA bought the LIV Tour.
Well, according to what the announcers are saying, what little bit I know, I didn't realize that they weren't part of the
agreement,
official PGA rankings or some shit.
Yeah.
For Ryder Cups and Olympic teams and stuff like that, and LIV didn't want to share. Doesn't matter. It's a bunch of white guys with big dicks and a whole lot of money.
We assume the big penis part.
Wannabe. I mean, that, like, that was a figure of speech, not a literal. So, yeah, all that aside, great. He played really fucking good golf when he needed to.
Yeah. Rory, particularly on that 18th hole, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know how he did that.
He got the part, like chipping out of that underneath the branch.
He was chipping. It was like a fucking video game. It's like, look, here's this wall. And then he hit it in the bunker. It's the bunker shot that won him the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
But if Rory makes a 3 foot, like he was a stroke up.
He was up by 2 at one point.
Right, and then he missed 2 3-footers.
Yeah.
And lost by 1.
I mean,
because
apparently
he bogeyed 17 and 18.
Apparently, some of those greens were just crazy. Like where there was only like one little area that was flat, and everything.
My dad described it as this: it's an upside down plate that you're trying to hit on.
Yeah. And
you're trying to land it here, because if not, it's gonna fuck everything. Feeds off. So it gives the illusion that it's this
flat.
big.
Yeah.
But no, you got to land it like here.
Yeah.
And then it's concrete. You're like hitting the ball to marble, and you're supposed to make it stop. Like that's, I mean, yeah. And then what's another one my dad said? And those greens, they're so fast. He's like, it's like putting down marble stairs.
Yeah.
Like it's unfair. What were there? 5 people under par for the entire tournament at the end?
Yeah, I think
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't know if there was a guy tied at 2 under. So yeah, half a dozen people.
Right. Well, and by that time too, and I only know this because Dan Hicks wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Everybody that they had on the ground, like, what the greens look like bones? Oh, they're pretty dry, so they're moving fast. Like, okay, you just got to say it once.
That's Phil Mickelson's old caddy, I think, Bones.
I think, yeah. I think,
and then I don't know who Smiley is.
I don't know.
Like Saturday, they had him at like some happy hour tent, looked like a cabana on the side of the road or something. Maybe that was Friday, on like the 16th fairway.
I don't care anymore since they rarely, or I guess it's CBS that'll bring out Daniel Faraday, and then
why did he get canceled?
No, I think he only works with like one particular network. He doesn't,
he just does Golf Network now.
Yeah, and whoever owns that, or is that NBC?
Who cares?
But yeah, I still miss Gary McCord. So
yeah, me too. And I'm glad Rick Riley's not out there anymore.
Yeah.
Although he probably still does that for Fox.
Could, yeah.
Thank God they didn't have the U.S. Open this year. Good Lord. Fuck. So I was really hoping...
But that was like going back or combining my distaste of Dan Hicks and Rory combined was before every one of those missed par putts, Dan Hicks from, across the whole place. Not that Rory can hear him, but just keeps saying how long it's been since Rory's won in U.S. Open.
Right.
And you're going...
And how many times he's finished in the top 10 since then.
Yeah.
And how long he's been chasing the second U.S. Open.
But it was like every other putt that Rory made never mentioned it.
He was making 20-footers.
Right. But it was like on those 2 that he missed, Dan Hicks preempts the putt with how long it's been since he has won.
And Jim Nance is sitting next to him, like,
well, you kind of
the guy from Furiosa. That's what I
world
picture.
Eater.
That's what I picture Jim Nance when he's calling any golf tournament.
But I will say this because, like, Dan Hicks is a poor man's Jim Nance.
Poor.
Not even a Jace. Like,
no,
you dug him out from behind a dumpster.
What do the kids say? That's the wish. Jim Nance? Is that what they call it? Or the Timu? I don't know what it is these days.
Yeah, you hear that and you're like, oh man, like at least Jim Nance, he would have been doing something crazy, or not crazy, but
crazy.
Something like super hokey, like
or crazy sexual.
Yeah,
it's only 3 feet, Rory. It's just 3 short feet.
You
just have to put that in there.
You got to be hard like your 3 wood.
3 feet. 3 feet of curving justice.
Drop it in my cup.
Yeah, that's how he would have been.
Yeah, or he would have made some like Irish reference or something like that. Like, but and you're going.
You mean
and
every time Bryson DeChambeau stepped up, they called him Payne Stewart?
Yeah.
At this point, like, come on, man, I get it.
It's like, what? If you love Payne Stewart that much, why didn't you dress like him?
Facts.
Like, fucking break out the outfit, man.
Like if you really want to lean into that, there. Fucking Spike Lee at the U.S. Open. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but
Caitlin Clark.
I had something and I just lost it. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's also. I mean, now again, I'm surprised. Like if they were harping on that, why they didn't? I think they only referenced it once.
2. He missed 2.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about referencing the British Open from 2 years ago when he was in the lead and that Aussie Cam caught up and passed him.
The blonde guy with the mullet and the mustache. Yeah, I remember that.
But
that guy was cool, though.
Yeah.
And he turned out to be a douche.
Imagine that.
He's Australian. Just saying.
A white golfer.
From Australia.
So, that, that's rough, but then, I think it's weird, too.
I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah. Well, I just watched the ESPN documentary on Greg Norman, and talking about how many leads he blew, and
thank God he finally got one.
Yeah,
he ended up getting several,
but he only had 2 majors, and they were both British Open. He never won a U.S. Open, a Master.
I'm thinking of Ernie Els.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like,
Greg Norman.
Tons of dudes like that, Hall of Fame golfers, and Rory will be because he's got plenty of wins already.
5.
Yeah,
he's got 5 majors.
But it's that thing of like, I mean, he's clearly. I mean, none of that was technical. That was all in his fucking head.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And he's shown in 2 major tournaments in the last 3 years he can't hold on.
That 3-foot putt, if he just hits it just a little harder. He's in a playoff at the very least. I do
love these camera angles that they get now.
Oh yeah,
I'm just thinking of back like 20 years ago when you would watch golf on TV and it was like one angle coming from like the stands.
Be like, oh, what did he?
But these dudes, they get it behind them as they're putting, and you can see how the surface is bent.
And you can watch the ball slowly bleed.
It's like, oh, that's not going in.
Yeah,
like,
immediately. Immediately. Like, it looked good for the first 6 inches. And Jim Nantz was like, oh, that 6 inches looks great. Oh, just missed it, Rory.
The sound rolling through the magnolia.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, I wanted to mention one thing. So, I noticed that as Mr. DeChambeau was walking to sign his card that I don't think I saw a single female.
Oh no!
No girlfriends, no moms, no.
Oh, you mean like celebrating with him?
Yes. He hugged a whole bunch of dudes. White dudes, like dude bros, dudes. like I said, no girlfriend, sister, mom, friend's mom, nobody.
Maybe
all dudes.
Maybe he takes golf literally. Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Dudes.
Yeah.
Normally, it's like the wife or the girlfriend or the mom or the dad. No, all dudes. Now, if your family is dead, I apologize. But I don't think they are.
Oh, you would have heard that incessantly.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially on Father's Day.
Yeah.
So, where's the family at?